Welcome to Foot Therapy Week on the app. So, starting with this first workout, we are going to work your feet for the next 6 days. So, for the next 5 days, we'll be focused on foot health and ankle mobility. And on Saturday, we'll do lymphatic health for our feet, ankles, calf area, and the back of our knees. So, enjoy this week. It's going to be amazing. Every day, expect something new. Expect it to be challenging. I'm going to try to keep each workout to the 5-minute level. So before we begin, I want to teach you about the points of your feet, the tripod energy of each foot. It's a 3-point system. So here's the bottom of your foot, okay? So from here, you've got point 1. This is called the big toe mound. So the big toe mound, point 1. Point 2 is the pinky toe mound. Point 3 is the center of the heel. We also have the C edge of the heel, okay? Your inner arch, your outer arch. You've got this part right here. This is the part where we do a lot of our work with the mobility stick. When you're in my mobility flow classes, we loosen this area through pressure point massage with the stick. But in foot therapy this week, you're going to be focusing on point 1, point 2, and point 3. I'll say more pressure in point 1, and when I do, I want you to see what that looks like. So pretend like my finger's the floor. If I say more pressure into point 1, look how point 1 pushes into the floor. The floor pushes into point 1 as well, but see how that is happening? So we have something called pada bandha and releve. So pada bandha is where you push evenly through all 3 points of each foot, the tripod energy of each foot. You lift all 10 toes, you spread them long and wide. You lift your inner arch and your outer arch. So when you are doing pada bandha on the floor in foot therapy this week, you are going to activate your arches. So here's pada bandha. A lot of you are going to find out that you don't have a strong connection in your big toe mound in point 1. And you really want to focus this week on connecting point 1 to the ground. Okay, look at the arch right there with the point 1. Watch when I don't have that pressure in point 1. See how my arch closes? Watch how I can create some light right there just by activating my foot. Okay, point 1, but I'm also pushing into point 2 right here, pinky toe mound, and the center of each heel. That's the tripod energy. That's pada bandha. And then when I lower the toes and come into releve, I come up onto point 1. That's releve. I open the front of my ankles. Most occasions, our ankles are closed in everyday life. So releve is an ankle movement therapy exercise. But you don't want to stretch your toes. You're not trying to be ballerinas. You're trying to see how my toes aren't even on the ground. I'm on point 1. And when I move my feet, I move my feet on point 1 too. So point 1, point 2 is touching maybe the ground, but no, there's space in point 1 and point 2. So look, when I come into releve, so my point 2 is kind of off the floor. My point 3 is up. My point 1 is pushing straight down. You want to work the wobble, and you do that by using your big toe against the ground. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it lifts up. But you do what you need to do here with your big toe to keep you in point 1 so that you can releve, open this ankle, and bring energy and action right here, because everyday life releases action here and closes the ankle here. So releve is that reversal that we all need, but you want to make sure that when you're in releve, it's working like medicine because you are focusing on the point 1 of your foot. Okay. So when you go into releve, you don't want to have an ankle roll out. If your ankle's rolling out, we're revealing a problem. We've got to push into point 1. Push into point 1 and strengthen this area, because right now if you have an ankle roll, this is very loose and this side's very tight. So we want through foot therapy this week to bring it to the center, okay? Bring it to the center. Look at this line. You don't want to have this line. And you'll go in and out like this in what I call work the wobble. When you start doing this, you're wobbling. Come back to the big toe mound, push down point 1, use your big toe right underneath the nail bed to help Okay, push the ankles forward, activate the calves, and lift into posture. And then when you come out of releve, you push down through point 3. You tap and then releve, tap, releve, tap, releve. Okay, so this is coaching advice for session 1, of course, because we're going to work on foot stability and ankle mobility in session 1, but it applies to all of our foot therapy workouts, and it actually applies to all AgeDEFY workouts. So get to know the tripod energy of each foot. Get ready for session 1 of foot therapy week. It's just going to be an amazing week. I can't wait to get started. I'll see you at the workout.